Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're having a fantastic evening and you're celebrating your great win today with Value Bet, Flower of Saigon. Um, we tipped it at 9-1. Some guys got 12-1, I saw. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that win. And it was great tipping by the Warrigal. He tipped 7 out of 8 winners. It's just the last race we didn't find the winner there. Otherwise, we would have had a clean sweep in all our selections. But the great news is that the value bet won, Flower of Saigon. So we move on to the Vaal, and the postman is going to be giving his input with regards to the racing out at the Vaal, the 8-race program. He's tipped a bar pot, a PA. Remember, take percentages and add if you like. And his best bet, race 8, and his value bet, race 4. But he will be telling us more about that. So I'm going to hand over to the postman. You know he always delivers.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Racing tomorrow, the 21st, comes to us from the Vaal Classic track, where we have an 8-race program. The first race is off at 13:05. In the first event, my first selection there is horse number 8. And horse number 8 is definitely maybe Gavin Arena for Mike de Kock. Last time out, this one finished third, was green, made late progress, and if this one was drawn better than 9 out of 10, I certainly would have made this an absolute pointer. However, due to the fact that it's drawn 9 out of 10, one must go out and see can it get beat. I don't believe so. I think this will have too much. But for my second selection, I've gone for horse number 4, Twice a Miracle. Twice a Miracle's last 2 runs have been really, really good, finishing 3rd and 4th. Last time out with Cabello Maciani aboard for Paul Matchett. Cabello stays with the ride. This one is drawn 4. And last time out, as I said, finished 4th, just over 4 lengths behind Menagem. Menagem, I think, is a little above average. Cabello did not ride this one out as he felt something was amiss. And on checking the rerun of that race, that was a great run, considering that the horse was not ridden out. For third, I have gone for horse number 2, Kiss to Dream. Jeff Seister for Bill Human. Again, this one is drawn very, very wide, drawn 10 out of 10, but Kiss to Dream tends to sit off the pace and run on. That is why I've selected this one to finish in 3rd position. Guys, as you can recall, the last meeting at the Vaal Classic, those that jumped and sat handy tended to stay. Those that came from off the pace could not get to the front runners. So please, guys, just consider that when structuring your bets. The second race on the card is due off at 13:40, and it is a maiden plate over 1600 meters. My first selection there is horse number 7, With Pleasure. Again, we've got Gavin Larina for Dory Sham. Last time out, it finished 3rd in yielding going. Had blinkers for the first time. Blinkers stay on. And I think with Gavin aboard, I think this one can go pretty close. Guys, please bear in mind that the second event is, in my opinion, a really, really open race. One can make a case for every single runner in the race. So please, if you're taking exotics, please, guys, go wide. So as I said, my first selection is horse number 7, With Pleasure, Gavin Larina for Dory Sham. For second, I've gone for horse number 8, Leeson, Samanga Kamala for Lucky Hodolakis. This has had 1 run. First time out, ran 4th, 5 lengths behind Wafif. The horse was green on the day, suffering from respiratory noise after the race. And I see that they gave this one an 11-week break, hoping that it has strengthened up. And again, with Samanga Kamala up, this one can go close. Guys, I will certainly see if there's a touch of support for this gelding out of the Lucky Hodelakis stable. If there is, maybe we can follow the money. For third, guys, I've gone for horse number 4, Magnum PI, Chase Mojan for Dory Sham. The form of this horse looks pretty good. We've got a third and 2 seconds. But again, the fields are pretty small. I am of the opinion, though, that the 1600 meters that Magnum PI has to go to for the first time, I do believe that this may be a touch too far for Magnum PI. This one tends to sit pretty handy, and last time out, sat handy and stayed on, never kicked at all. So maybe the 1600 will be a touch too far. For fourth, I've gone for 3, Admiral Dooley, Cabela Matsiana for Stewie Pettigrew. Last 3 runs, ended up third in a juvenile plate against winners, ran second, and then ran fourth. Again, the form there is not too bad. However, Admiral Dooley is inclined to jump slow now and again. So if it is slow, it's going to really, really battle to catch up, especially on the quick Vaal Classic track. So just to end, it's an open race. My selection 7, 8, 4, 3. The third race on the card is due off at 14:15. It's a merit rated 64 handicap over 1700 meters. Guys, please, you need to be very, very careful in this event. This is an apprentice plate, so all the jockeys are riding are apprentice jockeys. Some of them will be first time at the track. So again, please guys, if you're taking bets, maybe one must just look at those jockeys that are used to the track and have a go on them. So in race 3, my first selection there would be horse number 6, Silvery Blue. And that's for the Sunday Ngoli for Ashley Fortune. The form is pretty good. Had 2 seconds. Last time out second. The time before that also second. The last time second to Dancing Arabian. This one was cramped at the 400 meter mark and ran on stoutly at this course. I think that this one should go very, very close. Again, it is drawn 7 out of 10. I would have preferred it to be drawn a little better, but I think this one could be too classy for this field. There certainly will be a pace on here. As we all know, these apprentices jump and go, and I think if Silvery Blue comes over from the draw 7, sits 2 or 3 off them, this one should be finishing very, very well. For second spot, I've gone for horse number 8, Monoshada, Jeff Seister for the powerful Mike de Kock stable. Jeff has never ridden this horse. However, last time out, over this course in yielding going, this one finished second, just under 5.5 lengths behind the winner. Certainly has a chance, generally sets the pace or sits very, very handy, and should give a good account of itself. For third, guys, I've gone for horse number 2, Willow Lane, Chola Jacobs for Paul Peters. This one won a maiden 2 runs back. Last time out, first time in a handicap, finished 5th, just over 2 lengths behind the winner. Don't forget, Chola has a 4 kilo claim, so this will only be carrying 56 kilos. And again, this one could fill one of the minor positions. The fourth race on the card is due off at 14:50. It's a 2,000 meter event, middle stakes. Guys, again, another very, very open race. But in this event, you will find my value bet. And my value bet is horse number 4, Our Coys. This is Craig Zaki for Joey Somo. Craig has ridden it twice before for 2 fourth placings. Last time out, set the pace, stayed on. Time before that was a little slow and made steady progress. This is a 3rd run after the layoff, so this should be cherry ripe. I think if Craig can jump and sit handy on Our Coys, I think this one will give a very, very good account of itself. For second spot, I've gone for horse number 2, Willow Wish, Lyle Hewitson, Sean Terry. This has won 3 on a trot. However, it's now carrying 58 kilos. Last time out was up there and got the upper hand very, very late. This one can go close again and must be included in all exotics. For third, I've gone for horse number 3, Back to Black. Gavin Lorena for Roy Magna. Gavin rode it last time out and won very, very well. However, I don't know if Back to Black will be suited to the course. If the course is running quick and Back to Black is sitting a little off the pace, he may not get there in time, but certainly worth putting the back ends of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, I have gone for horse number 6, Safe Passage, Muzieni for Mike de Kock. This one won a maiden, then won a graduation plate straight after that. However, I do think that this field is a touch stronger than it met last time out. That's why I've selected Safe Passage to run fourth. So my numbers in the fourth race: 4 by 2 by 3 by 6. Race 5 is off at 15:25, 1800 meter event, merit rated 72, and again this is an apprentice handicap. My first choice here, and quite a strong first choice, will be horse number 4, and that is Blue Moon City. Tola Jacobs for Paul Peter, drawn 2. The boy gets a 4 kilo claim, so will only be carrying 55.5. Last time out, won at this track, beat Monsoon Kenny, moved up and drew clear very, very well. I think that this one will go very, very close tomorrow, and I'll certainly be having a small touch on this one. For second, I've gone for horse number 8, Ball Rolling. As we've seen in the past with the apprentice handicaps, they go hell for leather up front. It's at a cracking pace, and Ball Rolling always comes from off them and should be finishing when others have cried enough. I think Ball Rolling can certainly make his presence felt, because I feel that the pace will be on. For third, I have gone for horse number 2, and horse number 2, Immeasurable. Josh Solomon, Sean Terry. Josh rode it last time out. It set the pace, faded. However, the going was very, very soft. It does drop in class, and I do believe that Immeasurable can certainly make the others pick up their feet, and this one could be concerned in the finish. So in the fifth race, I've gone 4 by 8 by 2. The sixth race in the card is due off at 1600 hours. It's run over 1450 meters, a classified stakes, again for apprentice jockeys. Very, very open race again. However, my narrow selection here is horse number 4, Miracle and Wonder. For the Sunday Ngoli for Candace Dawson. This horse tends to sit very, very prominent. And again, as we've discussed, the going generally, they jump, they sit handy, and they stay on. And I think this one will give a good account of itself. For second, I've gone for horse number 6, Dark Travel, with Rachel Vinegar on for the Brett Weber stable. This is drawn 1. We saw what Rachel did the other day when she visited Gauteng. She had 2 winners and a third spot. This one tends to come from off the pace. And again, with the apprentices going hell for leather up front, if Rachel's sitting a couple lengths off them, she certainly can get this one to run on stoutly at the end. I will be including Dark Travel in all my exotics. For third, I've gone for horse number 2, the McQuackers. Jeff Seister for Roy Magna. Again, we know Roy's yard has been in top form. Last time out, would finish third to Quantum King, and the fourth horse in that event has come out and won. So the McQuackers, that form has been franked, and I think this one as well can go very, very close. So in an open event, I've gone first number 4 by 6 by 2. The seventh race on the card is due off at 16:35, a 1450 meter event, merit rated 93 for fillies and mares. Guys, for me, this is a field race. Well, you go through the card and you can make a case for most. However, my narrow first selection there will be horse number 4, Now You See Me. Now You See Me is ridden by Samanga Kamalo for Lucky Hudalakis. Samanga has ridden it for 2 wins, a second and a third. So Samanga knows this mare very, very well. And again, I think this one should go pretty close, but in a very open event. For second spot, I have gone for horse number 2, and that is May Queen. Again, I think that Rachel Venica for Heather Adamson. I think that if Rachel jumps and sits pretty handy, I think this one can give a good account of itself. For third, I have gone for horse number 6, and that is Bella Black. Muzieni for Paul Matchett. Again, this is drawn a little wide, but this horse is often slow. And if it is slow, the wide draw's not going to be that bad, and this one may be finishing off when others have cried enough. So in a very, very open contest, I've gone 4 by 2 by 6. The lucky last, the 8th race on the card, Diof at 1710, is a 1450 meter event. Merit rated 77 for fillies and mares. And my first selection is horse number 1, Hollywood Bound, Gavin Lerena for Roy Magna. This one is drawn 2. Last time out, finished 3rd in a grade 2, and multiple winners have come from that form line. I think Hollywood Bound is one of the better bets in this race card. And I would probably make it my best bet on the card. If Hollywood Bound brings that form into this race, there should be no second placings. For second, I've gone for horse number 2, Talon. Muzieni's riding for Mike de Kock. Last time out, bounced back to its best, finishing second behind Elusive Woman. And what we're going to look at is that this one is unbeaten over the distance. Okay. Last time out, ran on from last over 1,200 meters, and really, guys, this one can give a very, very good account of itself. For third, I have gone for horse number 3, Sprinkles. Sprinkles won a maiden last time out with Gavin Lerena aboard. I see that Warren Kennedy is now riding for Paul Peters, very, very speedy. But I think that the 1 and the 2 have run too slightly stronger. For fourth, I've gone for horse number 9, and that is Kissing Booth. This is a real roughie, must be around about 16 to 1. Lyle Hewitson for Sean Terry, drawn 3, bottom weight of 53 kilos, first time with blinkers, so there's any amount of improvement that can come from Kissing Booth. Guys, please, 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 when taking exotics, please be careful. I think it is quite a tricky card, especially with all these apprentice plates. Guys, look for betting moves. Please look for jockey changes and scratchings. Take it easy, look after yourselves, and back to you, Steve, in the studio.
Thanks for the input, the postman. I hope you're going to deliver for the boys. We over 500 subscribers now, so keep pressing the subscribe button, and thank you for all the likes and the awesome comments you guys are giving us. You're making us so motivated, and you're giving us momentum in our tipping. And remember, we're not going to tip you winners every day, but the strike rate is high, and the profit is always going to be there if you stay disciplined. So I hope you enjoy your racing out at the Vaal today. Remember, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.